What's up, everybody? It's your favorite mortar playing menace back at it again, and I'm here to give you a deck that almost is a complete guaranteed way to get you to Ultimate Champion. Honestly, I think if you're using this deck and you don't get to Ultimate Champion, you are either blind, mute, deaf, or a quadriplegic. Like, it's got to be one of those four things, maybe besides the mute part. But this deck is so stupidly easy to play and can defend almost anything in the game. And honestly, guys, getting Ultimate Champion really isn't that difficult. All you need to do is just manage your elixir, don't overcommit to stuff, and play good defense. And most importantly, stay calm and don't get tilted. That's just the main thing you gotta understand is you're going to get angry, you're going to get frustrated, you're gonna run into things that counter, you're gonna run into a million Royal Recruits and Royal Giant and Earthquake players, and you're just gonna get hard countered and there's nothing you can do. But you just gotta look past those wins and you're gonna find people who you can beat, and slowly over time, and guaranteed you will get to Ultimate Champion if you really want to. But without further ado, I'm gonna show you guys the deck and I'm gonna show you guys the 3 games that got me to Ultimate Champion this season.
Alright guys, and we're back in the first game, and we are playing against a slimy P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant player. Don't mind the Discord notification. But we go Mortar at the bridge while he goes P.E.K.K.A. in the back, just to kind of cycle the gameplay. And he's going to respond to this with a Goblin Machine. And unfortunately, I don't have a good starting hand to defend my Mortar, and I just play Mega Minion on top of it just to burn down the Goblin Machine as fast as I can. And thankfully I do before it gets any rockets onto the tower. I believe it gets one shot on the tower. But I play a Firecracker in the middle just to kite the P.E.K.K.A. across. The P.E.K.K.A. is going to get frozen by the Ice Spirit, and it's going to be cleanly taken out. He's going to play Bomber at the bridge, and he's going to Goblin Curse. And this takes me by surprise a little bit, but I think I don't take any Goblin Stabs. That's good. And my Barbarian's crossing the river, and he's probably going to respond to this. But he's going to play a Goblin Giant to defend, and I play a Mortar, and I'm going to play a Monk to defend it this time. Unfortunately, the Spear Goblins do lock onto the Mortar, and I'm not super happy about that, but I do get chip damage onto his tower. That's 2 shots to the Mortar, and that is a dead Goblin Giant with absolutely 0 value, and I am getting a full health, or almost full health, Monk to counter push this. And I get chip damage to Firecracker, and I activate the ability just to kind of harass him a little bit. And the tower actually kills the Monk, so the P.E.K.K.A. doesn't heal up. And I'm going to play a Mega Minion on top of this, and I'm just going to play an Ice Spirit and a Barb Barrel to take care of that Ice Wizard. The Barb Barrel is going to kite the P.E.K.K.A. back, and I play Guards on top of it just to, I don't want the P.E.K.K.A. to stay alive for too long and target something high health. And everything that's cleaned up at the EO Firecracker. Thankfully, he doesn't have arrows back in cycle, so he's going to have to activate King Tower, which honestly I'm fine with, because I'm playing Mortar. I don't need to cross the bridge to get damage. And that is going to be a waste of the Goblin Machine, because I can just Monk into this, and everything is going to be completely fine. I'm going to Monk the bridge, and I am going to... I could have done the ability just to kill that Bomber, but honestly I didn't want to. I knew I could get away with a Mortar at the bridge if I didn't. And I am going to put a Eagle Mortar at the bridge. And that P.E.K.K.A. is actually going to walk toward my side of the river, but that's exactly what I want. I want it to get as close to my Mortar as possible so that it can enter that dead space. And unfortunately, the E-Wiz does lock onto my Mortar, but I Barb Barrel just to kill it. And now my Mortar is onto the tower, and that is getting crazy damage. I believe that only gets 1 swing, but that's still crazy. And that Goblin Giant is going to be completely dead as well. This is just the kind of matchup that I love. He can absolutely get nothing with any of his pushes, because I think my deck is a lot more defensively focused than a lot of other Mortar decks in the current meta are. And here I'm just going to Earthquake down his tower. Like, there's absolutely nothing you can do to win this. I am just going to use the Monk ability, and that's a dead guy. He has absolutely no way of coming back. And of course, I have to be on a P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant player. It's in my nature. And that's game. Alright guys, on to the next one. Alright guys, and we are back playing against a Lumberloon Freeze player. If you thought last matchup was slimy, this is even worse. And honestly, I wasn't too confident going through this, because I know, even though my deck is pretty good against Lumberloon, I still, it's the nerve striking. I was 2 games away from Ultimate Champion, I really wanted to win this. And here I easily defended Balloon, because it was naked, and I had an Ice Spirit and Mega Minion to punish. And yeah, he's going to have an Inferno Dragon. And honestly, I was scared mainly because he had Evolution Inferno Dragon. I really didn't want him, because I'm really scared of Evolution Inferno Dragon because of my deck, because it can easily burn down the Monk, and I don't have a reset, so I'm kind of screwed if I let it charge up too much. And thankfully, he goes for a really shitty freeze, and I absolutely punish him. and he has absolutely no idea what he's doing because he's a Lumberloon Freeze player and he has no idea how to play the game. So I play a mortar, and he's gonna bowler, but I have a nasty ability here, and I reflect his bar barrel, and I'm gonna burn down the mortar really easily, and that is gonna be crazy damage onto his tower. I take like half of it right here, and honestly, this is the kind of thing we love. We love getting that one big play as mortar players, and he's going to Inferno Dragon, but that's too little too late. I still took like half of his tower, and I'm going to get a really easy counter push. I'm going to go guards, and I'm going to go Firecracker in the middle, I believe. Alright, my Firecracker is going to cross the river. He's going to activate King Tower with his Lumberjack, which honestly, once again, not too scared about because I don't have to cross the bridge at all. And he's going to Lumberloon Freeze as the first Lumberloon Freeze push that I play against, and I'm going to Mega Minion, and I don't know how this balloon got a hit. I swear my Mega Minion was having a day off or something, but yeah, the Mega Minion does concede a hit, but I have a good counter push going, and unfortunately he does have Electro Dragon to kind of deal with my Mega Minion before it even connects, and I get a little bit of damage on him, which means I'll only have to take, I think, one Electro Dragon hit, but my mortar does connect, and that's 2 more shots onto his tower before the Bar Barrel finishes it off. And I decided just to leak the Mega Minion hit, or the Electro Dragon hits, just because I could, and honestly I wanted to save Elixir, because I knew he had his big counters in hand. And here we go, bowler again, and I am actually going to try to punish his bowler with my Firecracker from across the river, just because that's kind of the main thing of this deck. I love doing that, and I'm going to reflect the bowler once again, and I played the Mega Minion stupidly, and I honestly didn't really want to power trade just because Lumberloon in the pocket is kind of annoying to deal with. But you know what, I decided I'll concede the tower here, and I'll start with a fresh start with a 1-tower situation, and I'm going to play a mortar in the pocket, not in the pocket, on the other side of the ridge. And at this point in the game, it's going to be hard for me to break through with my mortar, just because he is having his bowler down, and it's really easy for him to always get counters. And he has double dragons now, which honestly was kind of scary, but I do get a mortar shot, which is honestly huge. He's going to play a Lumberloon in the center, but he's going to play another bad freeze, which is really bad because he doesn't know what he's doing because he's playing Lumberloon. And we're going to have a Firecracker in the center, and we're going to easily take care of this balloon. Like, are you kidding me? We always take those every single day, and we're going to play a mortar again. He's gonna bowler on this just because that's kind of his defense. That's all he can do. And I'm actually going to get a couple swipes on that Electro Dragon through the Mega Minion. And that bowler was honestly not that terrible for him because I actually played that ability with a Monk. I probably shouldn't have played the ability anyway, but I'm going to pull that Lumberjack to the center and play another Mega Minion. He's going to freeze again, which is really bad for him because he just needs to learn his lesson, man. Stop with these crappy freezes. But yeah, I easily defend that balloon again. I think I take that damage here, but honestly, I'm not too unhappy about that. I know that I'm up a lot of damage, and I think I can actually win this endgame. He's going to get his Inferno Dragon down, and that's going to burn through my Monk. And I want to protect my Mega Minion by putting the guards down, and then Monk at the bridge. Not Monk at the bridge, Mortar at the bridge. And the mortar's kind of a sacrificial lamb, but that's okay because it hits, and I'm going to play Monk again, and I'm going to play another mortar again, and it's another bad freeze. He just can't seem to learn today, man. And once again, I take absolutely 0 damage from that Lumberloon. I mean, I take that damage, but that's fine. But I have double Mega Minions stacked up. That's triple Mega Minions. Like, honestly, guys, I think if there's any point that you know you're losing this game, it's when your opponent stacks up 3 different Mega Minions in the same lane, and all he can do is freeze on defense or else he's going to die, and I get another mortar swipe on the bridge, and honestly at this point it's way too late for him to come back. He needs to hold on for the last 10 seconds, he needs to play Lumberloon at the bridge, and I go for a high mortar to pull it off, and he's going to freeze once again really bad. And that is game, guys. Always love beating a Lumberloon player just because they're super brainless and they have no idea how to play the game right, and they always do stupid stuff that allows me to win. And that is easy dubs. On to the next one. Alright guys, here's to the third and final game. We're going to play against another Goblin Giant player, but this is not P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant. This is actually Double Prince, which I'm not sure which one I like better because honestly, I think P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant's super annoying, but it's actually like a real deck, and this one is kind of just like a mid-laddery hodgepodge of like random stuff. I'm going to play a Monk to defend this mortar just because I know that the Goblin Giant and the Dark Prince are going to walk to it, and I'm going to get 2 mortar swipes on the tower, and I'm going to easily clean up everything else. That is a dead Goblin Giant that got absolutely 0 value. That's honestly the main thing. Like, he's rolling his eyes at me like he already knows that he's in for a rough time. My defense is just way too good with this deck. Like, that's all you need to do is just... Mortar is the best win condition in the game because you can defend at the same time while attacking him. And if you have other good cards, like other bait cards like this Ice Spirit and the Guards, and honestly the Bar Barrel and the Monk, like, your defense should be impenetrable. He tries to go for a Sneaky Goblin first, and actually he does get a couple swipes in the tower, but honestly, that is kind of inconsequential because I am going to be controlling the pace of this game so hard. I decided to let this Dark Goblin go just because I wanted the up elixir, and I'm going to start building a push with a Firecracker in the back, and I'm going to try to play another Mortar at the bridge because I know he has no good range cards in hand to kill my Mortar, so he's going to have to play something that's melee, and that's either going to be a Goblin Giant Prince or Dark Prince, and he plays the Goblin Giant, and I just get 3 damage on his tower once again. That's 2, I believe, and that Goblin Giant is clearly wasted one more time. And yeah, if your opponent just keeps giving you these really beneficial and easy trades, then like I think he's just in for a rough time. That Prince is actually onto the wrong thing, and I actually managed to burn this Prince down on his side of the river, and the Firecracker gets a shot onto the tower. Will it get another shot? It does. Yeah, he can't get another shot off. And yeah, that Earthquake clearly cleaned up everything he had that was defending, and now he has Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's go. We love seeing Buffalo Wild Wings. That's probably where I should go. And yeah, we're going to Bar Barrel. And something I actually didn't see here is that the Dark Goblin didn't die and got a bunch of damage, and that was kind of stupid. But thankfully the tower cleans it up. And we're just going to build up another Mortar push on our side of the river. And once again, he goes for a Prince. And he's going to try to Goblin Curse here to do something fancy, but I don't have any Goblin Curseable units, per se. And I'm just gonna get a crap ton of damage. I wish that Prince wouldn't have charged, but I'm going to get a crap ton of damage onto his tower, and I'm gonna get even more splash and chip with the Firecracker, and I get a lot of reflection damage on his side. And once again, he knows it's over. Like, there's absolutely nothing he can do to come back. I control the pace of this so badly, and I play a questionable Mortar in the bridge. Honestly, I should have just gone Guards, but it's fine. Like, I'm absolutely not worried about defending anymore. I know there's nothing he can put together that can actually like threaten me. And here I just burned down this Goblin Giant one more time, and I'm going to Earthquake to clear the Spear Goblins, and he plays another futile Dark Prince, and I'm going to play a Bar Barrel to counter that Dark Goblin. And once again, guys, that is Ultimate Champion. We've done it. Oh man, it feels so good. And yeah, he's just going to keep trying to defend, and there's nothing he can do. Of course, I have to yawn on him the enemy. He plays a chicken emo because, you know, he's mad, but we always win this, guys. And as you can see, we have officially hit Ultimate Champion, and honestly, it feels so good knowing that I'm out of that mid-laddery mess, and I'm actually in high ladder for once in my life. And yeah, if you guys like this video, and please help me grow the channel by subscribing and maybe sharing the video. If this deck helped you, please let me know in the comments below. And honestly, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and sticking with me, and peace.